The track team took on their final event of the year, the New Balance National. Some of our teams starting in the off-season with some preseason action. So find out which teams competed, and also stay tuned for the presentation, third annual State of the Marauders Award Show. So let's get started with the final episode of the State of the Marauders podcast.
Floater too strong. Rebound tapped around. The three to win the game. No good. And Prep survives. The Marauders have won their first sectional championship since 2014.
Wow, unbelievable turnover.
Jude Sargent.
Here's Jude with 9, with 8, with 7. Sargent scores! Jude Sargent delivers with 5.9 left to go. What a turn of events, and the Marauders regain the lead, 8-7.
And there's Tyler Bell, a double pass, wide open, caught, touchdown.
Welcome everyone to episode number 118, the final one for the 2022-2023 season. We're sponsored always by our good friends at D1 Media Pro, the number one live stream in the state of New Jersey for high school sports. In this week's episode, we're going to break down everything that happened in Marauderland, again, for the final time this season. I want to thank everyone for tuning in on our social media platforms and on the podcast all year long. It's crazy to think about when this brand first started just a couple years ago and how much the brand has really grown since then. But again, we here on the State of the Marauders podcast, including our special guests, which I'll introduce in just a little bit, want to keep improving for you each and every year. So stay tuned all summer long on our social media platform for news and updates. Anchor, search State of the Marauders on any of the listening devices, or follow us on that social media profile at SCT Marauders to see all of our exclusive Marauder content. As always, I am your host, Renato Rodriguez of the class of 2010, alongside the one and only student club president, Ben Osiak, class of 2024. Ben, welcome onto the podcast this week, buddy. How's it feel to be on the last one of the year?
It feels great. Thanks for having me, Renata.
How excited are you for this award show, man?
I'm really excited. We put some work into it. Us two and a couple other guys, and you'll hear from them later on. And I think it turned out great. I think it topped last year. I think it's a great award show. I think really good.
So before we talk about the awards, Ben, we got a lot of news to talk about. A lot of things happen in Marauderland. So let's start off by talking about the news of the week. So make sure you download the State of the Marauders app. Ben, tell the viewers about the State of the Marauders app, how important it is to have on your phone.
It's really important. It has all the updates, where to buy tickets for certain events, schedules, timing, kind of all the links that you need for everything related to State of the Marauders, and brand new app. We're definitely going to grow it. I think it's going to be way better.
What do you think of the app this year? Think it was good overall?
I think it was good. I think there's room for improvement, though, in everything. So definitely going to work on it next year with our new creative director.
Ooh, new creative director. I wonder who that is. We'll explain later on down the line who our new creative director is. But make sure you download the app today via the link on the SOT Marauders profile. Again, it's quick, easy, painless. It has everything on there. Also, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube at SOTM Network for all the highlights, man. I know you've done a lot of games this year. I've done a lot of games this year. All the highlights go on there, right? All exclusive content. Maybe we'll try to work on that for next year as well. Maybe get some more mic'd up, perhaps.
Oh, maybe. Again, creative stuff. It's going to go in the creative director.
Yeah, we have to talk to our creative director, Miss Christine Davis at the Browning Center.
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to her about that. Also, Ben, Prep Hockey still looking for assistant coaches. You know, head coach Brendan Roach has done a great job with his program all year long. Okay, they need assistant coaches, ladies and gentlemen. Previous and current youth hockey experience is a plus. So if you want more information, make sure you email head coach Brendan Roche, rocheb@spprep.org. So also going on, it's a summertime, Ben. You know what that means, right? We got some summer camps.
Ooh.
We got some summer camps going around St. Peter's Prep. So even though athletics is done for the summer, there's still a lot of things going on in prep athletics. A lot of things. So some of the things that include are the baseball camp, right? They're having their session next week, June 26th to 29th, 8:30 to 12:30 from Keenan Point. And then the second session will be from July 31st to August 3rd from Lincoln Park. So again, all of the registration information can be found on the app. So make sure to download the app to get your baseball camp registration, your lacrosse camp registration. That's June 26th to 29th. So also next week as well. So again, time's a ticking, guys. Let's go. Let's get it through those registrations for the camps. You got the Marauder mini camp, July 11th to 13th. You got youth football camp. They're having one on June 20th, so next Wednesday. They're having their one-day camp, June 27th, and then the 4-day camp from July 10th to 13th. That's a big camp. And then basketball will have their camp from July 31st to August 4th and August 7th to August 10th. So, Ben, these camps are going to give us hopefully some prospective athletes to come into our program the next couple of years.
Yeah, totally. I mean, lots of camps, lots of great sports. I know missed out on a couple. I'm a rower, and of course, rowing has their camps as well. It's not really affiliated with prep. It's affiliated through an outside program that it's just like our summer club. Our coaches run it. It's like pretty much the same thing, but it's not under prep. It's technically under New York Rowing Association. Doesn't really matter. Same coaches, same boats, same everything. So we still look for prep athletes who are interested in the sport as well. Thought I should advertise that as well. So you could go over to naira.com for more information there. But yeah, camp's great time to learn how it is to be a Marauder athlete and to get more experience at honing your sport.
Right. And so if you're interested in any of these camps, ladies and gentlemen, again, where can you find the information, Ben? Come on,
State of the Marauders app.
Yeah, download the app today, ladies and gentlemen. Download the app. So we want to wish congratulations, Ben, to Mark Armstrong, class of 2022, because he made the USA U19 team. So congratulations, Mark Armstrong. Give a round of applause, Ben. Come on, round of applause. Do you see a name that's also on that list that we kind of know really well? Not a prep guy, but someone that we know really well.
I see.
Who do you see? Who do you see?
Dylan Harper.
Yes, Don Bosco's own Dylan Harper also be going to the U19 national team as well. So they're going to be competing this week in the 2023 FIBA U19 Men's World Cup in Hungary. So that's a big event. So again, we want to wish Mark Armstrong and the rest of Team USA good luck as they compete in the 2023 FIBA U19 Men's World Cup. So in other news, what else we got? We got preseason action for football and basketball. Yeah. So football took on the Zone 6 7-on-7 tournament out in Teaneck. They went 7-1, but unfortunately, I got bad news. You know what the bad news is?
What?
They lost by a score of 28-20. So very unfortunate they lost, but they went 7-1. Ben, the only loss was in the championship. So they did really well. So we're gonna take a look at some video that was provided from the live stream.
Yeah, and just a disclaimer: 7-on-7 is not the be all and end all.
True. We don't have the linemen in there, but it's a good test to see where your offense and defense, especially the secondary, where it's at.
And it's like non-tackling and anything, so it's nothing really serious. Like kind of just like playing like high school pickup football, kind of.
So
A
let's
bit
take a
more
look.
organized.
So let's take a look at the Zone 6 footage for both the offense and the defense.
To see him at MetLife, he was playing really well against Don Bosco. That kid's quality.
Yeah, he was one of the state's leading passers at 2,638 yards and 31 touchdowns, and that's on top of the receiver play that they have to replace, losing Zion Fowler, losing Kenyon Massey. It's a lot of firepower off the board.
And that's also he also brought an element of mobility to his game too. He also had a great ability to get out of the pocket, throw on the run. And that's something that this team's going to desperately miss. Tyler Bell got some looks last year as a freshman, now going to his sophomore campaign. So maybe he's going to be the guy, but we don't know. There could always be that surprise guy in camp because it's still early here in June. So you don't know who's really going to be taking the reins, but I would suspect Tyler Bell at this moment.
Well, fellas, I got to be honest with you. As you see, St. Peter's
Getting their center some reps doing snaps here, not that underhand.
Bell dropping back, throwing in the flat, and that's going to be a touchdown for St. Peter's Prep. And they are way out ahead. Looking right, throwing right, and that one is too strong for Burris. Samet's got trips left. Pumping, and he's going to run out of time. That's a sack. Zamet, three-step drop, pumping, looking, end zone, too strong. And the Spartans turn it over on downs.
So what'd you think, Ben, of that 7-on-7?
I mean, the Marauders, they're losing quite a few players this year, unfortunately. Some transfers, a lot of seniors. But the people filling in, they look pretty solid, especially, I have to say, Tyler Bell could be a fantastic replacement for Champ Long at QB. And he looked extremely good. On top of that, Hassan Moore, wide receiver number 1, which is great.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hassan Moore looked very nice in that 7-on-7.
He looked great. I mean, Jalen Klein, he was a fantastic running back. Pretty much.
Yeah, Hunter Watson as well looked good.
Yeah, Hunter Watson looked good. I have to say for Jalen Klein, Speedy as we call him.
Speedy.
Yeah, Speedy. He reminds me of a mix of Paul Lefkowitz and Sam Slade.
Okay.
Like, he has the speed to rush you on the outside, but he also has the strength and the mobility to just be a truck if he needs to go through the trenches, kind of like how both of those backs were featured last year or the year before.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be really exciting to see how he develops his game. I think he could be a very good not wide receiver, running back. And yeah, I mean, we also have Big Joe Azian, the Stanford commit.
Yes,
he's coming back, and a lot of big guys for football as well. So I think it should be a fine season.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this defense. Especially the secondary, especially with that linebacking core. I'm interested to see the development of the linebackers, especially because that was a big problem for the Marauders last year. So I'm interested to see how head coach Rich Hansen is going to give his linebacking core a boost. Hopefully this offseason in order to get their defense to be where it is, to help Bell develop his game going into his first full year as the quarterback. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So let's talk about now the basketball team, Ben. Basketball, they took on their light period at Philadelphia, Jefferson University, East Catholic, and Reading High School. All right, Ben?
Yeah.
They won those 2 games by double digits. So
wow.
they're looking ready to go already, Ben. Looking ready to go.
Yeah, it's great.
So next week they had their live session again at Jefferson University. They're gonna take on Newman Goretti and Archbishop Bryan. So two good teams. So
Newman Goretti's an extremely good team. I don't know much about Archbishop Bryan. And again, for these 2 games, Reading High School throughout last year was featured on Max Prep's top 25 nationally for boys basketball. So that's definitely huge that they were able to dismantle them by over double digits. East Catholic High School, I honestly can't tell you. I did not know that's a school. But we have incoming transfers yet to be announced. And, of course, we have Chaz Manor returning from injury. He was out the entirety of last year with an ACL.
Yeah, that's going to be big, getting Chaz back.
Yeah, he's great. He transferred from Gill St. Bernard's. He was their 6th man there on a stacked, nationally ranked team, and I think he can be a starting caliber player for the Marauders.
we got a long way to go. Man. We got a lot all
Yeah.
season left of
Yeah.
basketball. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for that. Now we have a little bit of other news to talk about, Ben, besides preseason. The track team, high marks at nationals and tournament champions to end the year. So, look at these four fine gentlemen right here, Ben. You know who those four fine gentlemen are? Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
Who are they? Who are those four fine gentlemen?
Isaiah Polanco,
Mhm.
Dell, Nelson, and Nelson Lindsay, and
Very
Andres
nice.
Perez.
Very nice. So, guess what award they won, Ben?
What award?
So, they were the 4x200 Relay Rising Stars 5th place overall team. So, round of applause. Good job by those guys. Also, we also at the Tournament of Champions, Meet of Champions rather, the 4x100 relay team got 10th overall. That's Del Lindsay, Chad Trammell, Jam Shank, and Andres Perez. Chad Trammell got 7th in the 110-meter hurdles. At New Balance Nationals in the 800-meter sprint medley, they have 5th overall. That's the team of Jam Shank, Chad Trammell, Andres Perez, and Del Lindsay. And Ben, guess what? They also set a new record for the school at 132.58.
Wow.
And also, as a result of their time, they were also named All-Americans too. So it's the 3rd year in a row that a prep squad has become All-Americans. So let's go track.
Wow. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, great job by those guys. In the 4x110-meter hurdles, they got 12th overall. Corey Greenfield, Chad Stone, Noah Willingham, and Chad Trammell. And the 400-meter dash, Rising Stars, Del Lindsay with a personal best, 48.71, comes in 4th overall. And the 110-meter hurdle, Rising Stars, Corey Greenfield, 6th place, 15:01. We're going to talk more about Corey probably with his Sophomore of the Year nomination just a bit. We talked about the 5th place of the 4x200, but in the 4x100 meter relay Rising Stars, that was Andres Perez, Del Lindsay, Jam Shank, Chad Trammell again. They also got 5th place overall. The 4x400 meter relay Rising Stars team of Eddie DeBella, Corey Greenfield, Jason Peterson, and Nelson Lindsay got 5th place overall as well. And at Javelin, Julian Cruz in 7th place overall. So, thank you for all the track guys out there this year, including our seniors who are going to be graduating. So that's the final event of the year. So we're going to thank Eddie DeBella, Xavier Flores, Richard Harrington, Jaden Lambert, Theodore McCarthy, Taran Moran, Brendan Montemayor, Niall O'Neill, London Robinson, Jam Shank, Alex Schimmel, Zach Schneider, Mason Simmons, Chris Gabage, and Chad Trammell. Round of applause. Thank you, seniors. All right, Ben.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
It's time.
I think it's time. What is it time for?
The awards.
It's time for the 3rd annual State of the Marauders Award Show. Let's go. Go clap it up. Sponsored, as always, by D1 Media Pro, the number one live stream in the state for high school sports. So, we're going to start off, Ben, with the Rookie of the Year Award. All right? So, Rookie of the Year Award, we're going to take a look at the presentation right about now.
Welcome back to State of Marauders. I'm Ignacio Morrow, and I'm here to present the 2022-2023 School Year Rookie of the Year Award. Here are the nominees. First up, Richie Rosa, St. Peter's Prep Basketball.
He gets it, finds Rosa on the bang! Richie Rosa all the way from Grand Street makes it a 2-point.
Here's a steal.
Steal by Rosa. Rosa goes. God gets the leg.
For Bene. 3-on-1, no look find. Anderson back down the other way into the lane. Santiago lines up senior in Tyndall. 2 freshmen in Rosa and Tyndall. He's been on fire here today. He feeds the corner. Richie trying to work on a 5-second count. Rosa has to step on him right down the lane.
Rosa wants to drive. Rosa for free. Got it! Richie Rosa ties the game with 3. Here's Richie Rosa. Heats Mason Santiago in the corner. He got it. Mason, defense again here. He gets out of the trap. to Rosa. Rosa lays it in.
Next up, Nico Lucy-Liggins of St. Peter's Prep Track. Next up, Sal Borometti of St. Peter's Prep Wrestling. Then, Isaac Rivers of swim, Augustia Harsh of tennis. All these competitors had amazing years this year, and we'd like to congratulate them on great seasons. And here's your winner, Richie Rosa of St. Peter's Prep Basketball. He led the Marauders to the sectional finals to win it all against Bergen Catholic and the state finals. Congratulations, Richie Rosa, on winning your Rookie of the Year award.
So congratulations to Richie Rosa for becoming the Rookie of the Year award winner. Ben, what are your thoughts on Richie Rosa getting this award? I think he deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, the people spoke. 43% of the vote.
Wow.
The people spoke. So we had to include him. I mean, with his stats as a freshman, 258 points, 93 assists, 69 rebounds, 49 steals in 32 games, and HCIL's second team as a freshman, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
You could say the hype was real with Richie Rosa. He was a starting point guard since the beginning of the year, and he handled it with ease for the majority of the year. I think he really found his groove, like right into the year. It's just like, this guy is here, and that's what I got from him covering basketball the entire year. And he faltered a little bit towards the end, but I think that can be adjusted. And of course, that kind of happens. The Marauders played an extremely lengthy schedule. I think one of the longest schedules in New Jersey, if not the longest.
I mean, 32 games, that's a lot of games.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of games. I think sophomore year Richie Rosa combined with Mason Santiago is going to be automatic. Those two just had, I believe, third place for Team Puerto Rico at FIBA U16s. Mm-hmm. So they did fantastic there. So the sky's the limit for those two.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where we're going to have more Richie Rosa for next year. I mean, he deserved to be Rookie Year. Something like Gecko, you mentioned, Ben, he was Mr. Automatic. He was Mr. Consistency in that lineup. You know, not many people could say, give me the starting point guard position, and I'm going to handle it with class like Mark Armstrong did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, 258 points, Ben. Could we see another 1,000 points scored St. Pierce Prep?
We might.
I mean, there could be a lot of guys in this overall group that could get 1,000 points the way they were shooting the ball last year.
Yeah.
But congratulations again, Richie Rosa, for becoming the Rookie of the Year award recipient. All right. Now, Ben, what do you want to go with next? What do you want to go with next?
We got to go sophomore. We got to go in order.
All right, we're going to go with Sophomore of the Year. So let's get that played right about now.
This is Jackson Briamonte of State of Marauders Hotline, and I'm here to announce the finalists and winner for Sophomore of the Year. First off, we have Neil Ward of SPP Soccer, SPP Hockey, and SPP Lacrosse.
When they've scored, it's been a balanced scoring attack. Now it's a 3-on-1. One more pass to the slot. They redirect. They score. All the puck movement from the Marauders, and they have their 6th different goal scored tonight. This time it's a Neil Ward.
Shoot, saved by Walker. Who's going to get there? And it's Marauder ball. Again, the extra effort there by Neil Ward, able to get the possession. Nice save by Walker. He's had some big saves so far here in the third quarter to keep the Marauders in it. And Neil Ward gets the recovery, spins out of the move. And Neil Ward spins again. He needs some help. That's a long pass to Jack Astro. And here come the Marauders. Try to set up shop. Jacoby, Kearns, score! Long shot, missed the net.
Yeah, that's how you play.
And that's a turnover. Good job by Neil Ward on the hustle.
Pete Miller of SPP Basketball.
Run the point for St. Peter's Prep. He'll pull up a straight-on 3 and nothing but net. Looking to drive, has a crease. Back out Pena, one more pass. Miller open for 3. Miller driving to the basket. And Peyton Miller has had a strong postseason. Just made 1 field goal in that first half as his elbow jumper spins in. Rosa up ahead, now it's Miller. Driving on Masung, baseline for Peyton. Miller right down the lane, count it, and the 4th foul. Grimacing in the corner as Miller drives on Masung, got around him, count it, and a chance for 3.
Oh my goodness, Peyton Miller.
The sophomore has been sensational here tonight. And then it's thrown away, and Peyton Miller's there to Tyndall. Miller left open, one more for Guy for the tie, yes! Miller got his hands on it, thrown away. Miller with Tyndall, drops it off, and Prep leads. What a comeback.
Greenfield of SPP Track.
Greenfield of St. Pete's in 4, as we mentioned, the sophomore stud. Eric Holden of Northport in 5, Noah Willingham of St. Pete's in 6, and Alexander Wong of Hendrick Hudson in 7. It's a much tighter battle than what we saw in the previous heat. Eric Holden of Northport had a great start, but coming through is Corey Greenfield of St. Peter's, and on his inside, Owen Vieira of GNB. Another sub-15 with a tumble on the outside.
Anthony Harris of SPP Wrestling.
Oh, it's over. I'm done. Oh.
And Matt Sombrero of SPP Soccer.
Now let me drop off for the Marauders because the referee was in the way. In the box. Loose ball! They score!
Congratulations to all 5 candidates who all had amazing seasons, and we're looking forward to them doing even more greatness. And this year's winner, my teammate, Neil Ward of SPP Soccer, SPP Hockey, and SPP Lacrosse.
So congratulations to Neil Ward and Ben. This voting was very close. It was very close.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way.
Could have.
But
I Neil Ward. I think we had to go with him. I mean,
3-sport athlete.
Yeah.
Played all 3 well.
Yeah, I mean, first team All Bianchi Conference, and he leads by example on all 3 teams. And he plays such a huge role for all 3 of them. That's kind of crazy. There aren't many prep athletes who can say that they're leaders on 3 different varsity teams.
Right.
And he's a key varsity athlete, and he had some huge moments for lacrosse this year. Some key dives, blocks, and epic clearance that resulted in a tying goal against Belen Jesuit to tie.
We saw that video.
Yeah, we did see it. And his emergency appearance in net for soccer against Hudson Catholic in the county quarterfinals was huge. His 6 saves and 1 goal allowed gave the Marauders life, and they would eventually come back to win it 2-1. So
yeah, that game was epic, man. I that was actually my first game that I covered. I think like on live stream purposes for not D1 Media, but before we did D1 Media, and Neil was pretty much the third string goalie at that time, and he was called into action because both goalies were hurt, and he ended up helping the Marauders get to the Hudson County semifinals. So that was an impressive feat on its own. And Neil Ward on the lacrosse team, he leads that defense. Like that defense goes through him. He is on every single team's best player, game in and game out, and he stops them every single time.
Yeah, definitely. It's him on the defense. It's him and Henry Walker. It's those 2 guys are the key cornerstones of the defense for the Marauders.
Yeah, I mean, could you say Payne Miller? Maybe. It was pretty much up in the air because both of them had pretty much the same amount of votes. It's like 22%, 21%, essentially, coin flip. But I felt like a Neil Ward deserved to get this nomination.
Yeah.
Agree, Ben?
Yeah,
All right.
I totally agree.
All right, so congratulations on the award. Congratulations.
Yep.
All right, so next up, we're going to have the Junior of the Year award. And this one was pretty unanimous, but we're going to play the video anyway. Let's play the video.
Quite unanimous. Hello, my name is Ben Novoselic, and I'm the president of the State of the Marauders Sports Reporters Club, and I'm here to announce the winner of the Junior of the Year award for this year's State of the Marauders award show. The nominees are Nico Pena, basketball.
Need him down the stretch if they want to come back here in this one. Off the dribble, he'll rise for 3, and he connects the game. And then it's devoured by Tyndall. Numbers for the Marauders. Pena down the lane, the floater, and St. Peter's is right back in it. Santiago right down the lane, the reverse no. Pena the follow. Faces up Copeland. Pena steps beyond the arc, tries the 3, and Nico Pena heating up for St. Peter's.
To Pena for 3. Got it! Nico Pena, his third 3, and it's 14-2 Marauders. The guy. To Pena, another one. Miller. Pena, another one. Got it! This is to Miller, to Pena, another 3. Oh my goodness!
Henry Walker, hockey and lacrosse.
Kegel, Pfeiffer. Good intercept by Henry Walker. Truesdale goes to his left. The pass, good save by Walker.
Again.
Henry Walker against Mikołowski. Another big save for Henry Walker here in the 4th. And now the Maui's now in transition. Here comes Mikołowski. Tosses it. Schmidt in front. Good save by Walker again. Henry Walker with 3 saves so far in the quarter. On the knees, a shot. Good save, Walker. Zach Delary tried to get his 2nd there, but Henry Walker was
just 2 on Hill.
Save by Walker. Good save.
Frankie Prekop, swimming. Brendan Wadley, fencing. And Conleth Gorham, volleyball. Of this year's Junior of the Year award goes to Nico Pena for basketball.
Congratulations, Nico Pena. I mean, this vote wasn't even close, Ben. I think it was, 4-3 40% of the vote?
43% of the vote. Wasn't even close. Again, he had a phenomenal season, 301 points, 40 assists, 58 rebounds, 60 steals.
Wow.
In 28 games, and we'll get to that one, HCIL first team in his first season playing in this league. That's because for the past 2 years, he's been at Xaverian in Brooklyn for his freshman and sophomore year. He transferred over this year, and he was automatic ever since his first game against Elizabeth High School. And he filled the hole of the three-point shooter in the balanced offense of the Marauders. We always talk about in basketball having a balanced offense, and for the three-point shooter for the Marauders for next year as well, it's going to be Nico Pena. And he was great for the Marauders this whole year. It was shown best against Union City, where he dropped 6 threes in one quarter, which is nuts. Mm-hmm. And he also played a massive role in Prep's win over Bergen Catholic. And that was especially impressive because he was coming off of a back injury. And for a shooter, back injuries suck in general. But for a shooter in basketball, they suck even worse. And for him to come back and play a vital role, knock down 2 huge threes, and lay in a couple baskets inside the three-point arc, it was definitely huge for the junior. And I think definitely he found his stride in the latter half of the season after his injury. Had a great junior year, and that's, I think, why he's Junior of the Year.
I mean, Ben, if Nico was healthy all year, you could make an argument he might be a Player of the Year candidate.
He definitely might have been.
I mean, Jackson, we're going to talk about Jackson Tindall just a little bit, but I mean, Nico Pena, with those games out, 300. I mean, I could see him getting 500 points next year if he's healthy.
Wow.
I mean,
I see that. I can see that.
I can see that. Another year of development.
Yeah.
The limit to Nico if he's healthy.
Yeah, totally.
So again, congratulations to Nico Pena, your Junior of the Year award recipient. All right. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the Senior of the Year award. So let's play that video right about now.
Hello, my name is Ben Novichok, and I'm the president of the State of the Marauders Sports Reporters Club, and I'm here announcing the winner of the Senior of the Year award for the State of the Marauders award show. The nominees are Jude Sargent for lacrosse.
Wow, unbelievable turnover.
Jude Sargent.
Here's Jude with 9. If 8 with 7. Sargent scores! Jude Sargent delivers with 5.9 left to go. What a turn of events, and the Marauders regain the lead, 8-7. Sargent scores. What a laser that was. Welcome back, Jude Sargent. And it's now a 5-4 game with 3:54 left to go. Sargent shoots. He scores! There's Jude's second of the contest. Cole had an opening. Here's Sargent. Scores! Jude Sargent gets his first of the contest.
Jackson Tindall for basketball.
Tindall will try it from the corner, and Prep now has 2 3-pointers as a team. With under 120 to go here in the first quarter. Tindall already has 1 3 now. Minutes devoured by Tindall. Numbers for the Marauders. Pena down the lane, the floater, and St. Peter's is right back in it. It's a 1-possession game. Santiago tips the inbound pass away, and it's stolen. Here comes Pena. He's got Tindall with him. He drops it off for him, and Prep's within, and it's stolen away. Miller with Tindall drops it off, and Prep leads. What a comeback for the Marauders. Spins out of it. Nice feed to Tindall for the finish.
Here's Tindall. Tindall! And the foul! Jackson Tindall going to the line. 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Tindall drive, and the foul again! Jackson Tindall, the senior, putting on a show here in the third quarter.
DJ Chavez for wrestling. Corwin for baseball.
There they go. 3-2 pitch, cut on and missed strike 3. Out in front once again in the dirt. Navarro puts the tag on. That's the 5th strikeout for Matt Corwin. And there's Corwin set. Payoff pitch to Torreo. Breaking ball, frozen, called strike 3. The 3rd straight strikeout for Matt Corwin. His 6th of the game. And 2 gone here in the 4th. Wolf had a 2-out double. Corwin trying to strand Jacobs at first. Cut on and missed strike 3. Matt Corwin strikes out the side in the 4th inning for St. Peter's Prep. That one looped in the air, center field. Corwin coming on, not going to be able to get there. He'll barehanded to cut it off. Heading for second is Kim. The throw in, plenty of time. Oh, Matt Corwin, a bullet from center field. And the lead 1-1 pitch hit in the air. Left field in deep. Going back, Katznick. He's looking up, it's gone. Matt Corwin, a home run for Prep. A 3-run shot out to left. And the Marauders have taken a 3-2 lead.
Champ Long for football.
Field, they rotate right at pro snap.
It's an RPO. It's Long who turns the corner, makes a man miss. Long still on his feet, and he's in for a touchdown. Long will pull it. Long turns the corner. Champ Long, ton of room to work with. Long to the house for a touchdown. Giles still the running back. Long will keep. Long turns the corner. Long leaps, and he's in. Touchdown, Champ Long. What a run. His 2nd touchdown rush of the evening. 3:15 to go here in the first half. Long, plenty of time. Throwing a bomb. Has Fowler. Caught. Touchdown. Long under pressure. Steps up. Got nowhere to go. Being chased down from behind. Champ Long fires across the field. It's caught. It's Massey. It's side. One to the near side. Giles in the gun. They'll give it to Giles. Makes the first man miss into the end zone. Touchdown.
Winner of this year's Senior of the Year award goes to Jackson Tyndall for basketball.
So congratulations to Jackson Tyndall. I mean, Ben, this is arguably the toughest though we had, I think, with Senior of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, it could have gone a number of ways this year. But I think Jackson Tyndall really had himself a fantastic senior year. Like he can't really top what he did. 402 points, 30 assists, 196 rebounds. He's a big man. 38 steals in 30 games. He had 20.6% of the vote. Was really tight. I believe he was tied, and it was extremely tied.
Close.
It was super close.
He was also the Hudson County Player of the Year as well. So
exactly, I think that really turned it over, and he was the face of Marauder basketball. He had a fantastic career end to his career in Maroon. He provided where he could, playing great D, and he was always great in the low post. He put up big numbers as center for the Marauders. His biggest moments include he dropped 24 against Hudson Catholic in the regular season at Hudson Catholic. That was a big rivalry game where they won by 1. And also he really helped the Marauders overcome Bergen Catholic in that 10-point comeback, and that was a huge comeback. And he even had a great state final. Although they lost, he had 10 out of the Marauders' 35 points. Which is extremely good. I know it doesn't scream like 10 points doesn't scream that much. But
yeah, no, I get you.
It's quite a bit. So I think that really gave us the confidence to put him at Senior of the Year.
Yeah, and I think also, second team all non-public also that was a big honor for him. Yeah. So I mean, you get 406 points, led the team. I mean, when you leave the team that won the county and the sectional, I mean, that's hard. It's hard to say no. I know Matt Corwin, again, Hudson County Co-Player of the Year, DJ Chavis, Champ Long, so many great nominations.
Yeah,
so many great
really.
This year. So round of applause all the seniors. I mean, that's it was tough. It was tough, but Jackson Tyndall, I think, is going to be your
all of them. All those players are playing either Division I or post grad. Jackson Tyndall's the one playing post grad. Everyone else Division I. So for Champ Long, we'll talk about him later. But DJ Chavis going to Virginia Tech for wrestling. Corwin's going to Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I know I'm missing someone, but I'm really missing someone at a Senior of the Year right now. But I believe they're also going.
Jude. Oh,
Jude. Jude Scranton.
Yeah.
Sorry, Division.
Come on.
Sorry. Slipped my mind a bit. It's a bit late right now. But yeah, let's continue.
Let's continue. Let's talk about now the game of the year. Game of the year award. This is a big one. This is probably my favorite award of them all.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
we had a special guest also coming off of this award. We had a
Yeah.
couple special guests already. We had you presenting. We had also Jackson Biamonte presenting. We had Iggy presenting. So let's see who's the special guest is now for the Game of the Year award.
Hope you're enjoying the 2023 State of the Marauders Award Show. For the second year in a row, I am honored to announce the Game of the Year award. My name is Justin Pennick. You can hear me on the podcast during football season with Renato. Then I am also half of the D1 Media Pro football broadcast team as well. So, without further ado, 2023 Game of the Year award. Our first nominee is wrestling from the state quarterfinals, getting their revenge on Paramus Catholic from last year. The second nominee is basketball state sectional championship against Bergen Catholic, where they were down double digits at halftime. The third nominee is baseball's county championship over Bayonne. Next up is Prep Football's win versus St. Joe's, where their strong second half comeback led to their first victory in Montvale since 1989. And then last and certainly not least is Prep Lacrosse beating a top 30 opponent in Montclair on the road in one of the program's biggest wins in years. And your 2023 Game of the Year award is going to Basketball State Sectional Championship against Bergen Catholic. This was a magical season. This was a magical run that this St. Peter's Prep basketball team had this year. And even down double digits, and even when the energy seemed to be down in that state sectional final, the basketball team rallied. They rallied with each other against a very, very good Bergen Catholic team. And the good news for Prep basketball, still a young team. Still got some guys that are developing. Magical run, magical season to celebrate, but there's more to look forward to with Prep basketball as well. It was awesome to be there and see the kids and the students and everybody, the fans and the Marauder Nation storming the court, celebrating what was a signature win in Prep basketball's program. All right, so that's going to do it for me. I'll see you during the football season. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Round of applause for basketball. Round of applause. But also round of applause for Justin Peck. That was great. Great job.
Oh,
great
yeah.
job.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't think we had to say anything else, right? I think you said it all. I think Justin just encompassed everything about that basketball winning the state championship. I mean, that was one of the more epic games I've ever watched by far.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Same. I mean, I
You doubted. You doubted.
Well, sorry?
You doubted.
Oh, yeah. They were down by over 10 at half. I thought that was curtains. I thought the duo of Terry Copeland and Brennan Benjamin was too much for the Marauders, and no, they came back. They came back. It was great. It was one of the most electric games I've ever been to and worked at, and I've worked at plenty of electric games over the past 2 years.
So congratulations again to the basketball team for getting the Game of the Year award. So now, we talk about the second to last award of the evening, or day, whenever you're listening to this. It's going to be the Moment of the Year award. So, who's going to give us a special guest for this one? Let's take a gander right about now.
My name's Kevin Connolly. I'm the play-by-play broadcaster for the D1 Media Pro page on the National Federation of High School Sports. Here are your nominees for the State of the Marauders podcast Moment of the Year. Jude Sargent's game-winning goal against Livingston. The crew team's first state championship. Nico Pena's 6 3-pointers made in a quarter against Union City. Matt Corwin's game-winning 3-run home run in the state playoffs against Dwight Englewood. And Jaden Reed's game-winning overtime goal in the state playoffs against Paul VI. And your winner for the 2022-2023 Moment of the Year is Matt Corwin's game-winning 3-run home run against Dwight Englewood in the state playoffs.
So congratulations to Matt Corwin. Round of applause for that. Round of applause. I mean, Ben, that moment in state playoffs, the Marauder offense had absolutely positively zilch going on in that game. Down 2-0. Down 2-0. What was that, the 5th inning, I believe, right? 5th inning?
Yeah, something like that.
You're down to your final out, so you need to get something going. And Matt Corwin is like, I got you. I'm the captain. I'll lead you on your back. Bang! 3-run home run. Gets him the lead. And then, not only that, Ben, he also makes a defensive outfield assist in the seventh inning in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was great.
Huge.
I mean, I know you want a crew to win. I know, Ben.
It's all right. It's all right.
I know, but what was the votes anyway? What was the votes on this?
Let me check.
What was the percent? I think the percentage, if my calculations are correct, which I had it right in front of me, the moment of the year.
Moment of the year, 23%.
Yeah, it was a tie. It was a tie, right? Yeah,
and
between
then
Nico Pena and Matt won by 0.6%.
By 0.6. And Crew was in third. Crew was in third place. 19.4%. First state championship was part of that.
Listen, Nico Pena's 6 threes were great. Historic. Like, we're not going to see that again probably in prep history. But in terms of magnitude, implications, that Matt Corn hit has to be the winner.
Definitely.
All right, so Ben, we got one more award to cap off the day.
Yeah, cap it off.
It's going to be the Player of the Year award again. Who's going to commentate our final award? We're going to find out right now.
The nominees for the State of the Marauders Player of the Year from the football team, Champ Long.
They rotate right at pro snap.
It's an RPO. It's Long who turns the corner, makes a man miss. Long still on his feet, and he's in for a touchdown. Long will pull it. Long turns the corner. Champ Long, ton of room to work with. Long to the house for a touchdown. Giles still the running back. Long will keep. Long turns the corner. Long leaps, and he's in. Touchdown, Champ Long. What a run. His second touchdown rush of the evening. 3:15 to go here in the first half. Long, plenty of time. Throwing a bomb. Has Fowler. Caught. Touchdown. Long under pressure. Steps up. Got nowhere to go. Being chased down from behind. Champ Long fires across the field. It's caught. It's Massey. It's side. One to the near side. Giles in the gun. They'll give it to Giles. Makes the first man miss. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
From the lacrosse team, Anil Ward.
When they've scored, it's been a balanced scoring attack. Now it's a 3-on-1. One more pass to the slot. They redirect. They score. Oh, the puck movement from the Marauders. And they have their 6th different goal scored tonight. This time it's Anil Ward.
Shoot, saved by Walker. Who's going to get there? And it's Marauder ball. Again, the extra effort there by Anil Ward, able to get the possession. Nice save by Walker. He's had some big saves so far here in the third quarter to keep the Marauders in it. Anil Ward gets the recovery, spins out of the move. Anil Ward spins again. He needs some help. That's a long pass to Jack Ostro. And here come the Marauders. Try to set up shop. Jacoby. Kearns. Score! Long shot, missed the net.
Yeah, that's how you play.
And that's a turnover. Good job by Neil Ward on the hustle.
And the basketball team, Jackson Tyndall.
Tyndall will try it from the corner, and Prep now has 2 3-pointers as a team. With under 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Tyndall already has 1 3 now, and it's devoured by Tyndall. Numbers for the Marauders. Pena down the lane, the floater, and St. Peter's is right back in it. It's a 1-possession game. Santiago tips the inbound pass away, and it's stolen. Here comes Pena. He's got Tyndall with him. He drops it off for him, and Prep's within, and it's thrown away. Miller with Tyndall drops it off, and Prep leads. What a comeback for the Marauders. Spins out of it. Nice feed to Tyndall for the finish.
Here's Tyndall. And the foul! Jackson Tyndall going to the line. 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Tyndall drive, and the foul again! Jackson Tyndall, the senior, putting on a show here in the third quarter.
On the baseball team, Matt Corwin.
3-pitch cut on him, missed strike 3. Out in front once again in the dirt, Navarro puts the tag on. That's the 5th strikeout for Matt Corwin. And there's one set, payoff pitch to Terreo. Breaking ball, frozen, called strike 3. The 3rd straight strikeout for Matt Corwin, his 6th of the game. And 2 gone here in the fourth. Wolf had a 2-out double. Corwin trying to strand Jacobs at first. Put on and missed, strike 3. Matt Corwin strikes out the side in the 4th inning for St. Peter's Prep. That one looped in the air, center field. Corwin coming on, not going to be able to get there. He'll barehanded to cut it off. Heading for second is Kim. The throw in, plenty of time. Oh, Matt Corwin, a bullet from center field. And the lead 1-1, pitch hit in the air. Left field in deep. Going back, Katznick. He's looking up, it's gone. Matt Corwin, a home run for Prep. A 3-run shot out to left. And the Marauders have taken a 3-2.
From the swimming team, Frankie Prekop. And your winner for your 2022-2023 State of the Marauders Player of the Year is Champ Long from the football team.
Congratulations to Senor Champion, Champ Long, for becoming the Player of the Year. And I mean, Ben, his stats, he was the 3rd highest passer in the state, all right? First team, all non-public, Zoman finalist. I mean, he deserves something. He needs something to win.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
arguably the Player of the Year, no question. No
Yeah.
question.
Yeah,
Talk to me.
So throwing 2,638 yards.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, and 168 completions on 286 attempts, so very good there. 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and rushing 189 yards with 56 attempts at rushing and 8 TDs to add on. He had a great senior season as a signal caller for the Marauders. His connection with wide receivers Zion Fowler and Kenny Massey really showed the whole year and was borderline automatic. Probably, I would say, New Jersey's best passer, just given the competition he plays week in, week out.
I agree.
And the future Maryland Terp has the skills to become a starting QB in the Big Ten, a really tough conference. His biggest skills, his rocket arm, his mobility. His weaknesses, maybe his accuracy, his fumbling habits when he runs a little bit. They were shown a little bit, but I mean, in due time, the Maryland Terps have a great QB coach anyways, so I'm sure that he could work those out, and he has the skill set to be a starting quarterback for Maryland in his sophomore or junior year, maybe even back up in freshman year. So I think his biggest games, yardage-wise, touchdown versus interception, kind of looking at it, came against the regular season game against Del Barton, a regular season game against Paramus Catholic, and even though they lost, he had 4 touchdowns against Bergen Catholic, which is huge because Bergen Catholic's defense is monstrous.
Yeah,
So,
last year's Bergen's Catholic's defense was number 1 in the state, so that's a testament to how good Champ was last year.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely would make the case for Player of the Year.
So, Champ Long, congratulations. You are the State of Marauders Player of the Year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all. I want to thank Ben, especially for coming on and helping out with the videos, especially. I want to thank also Ignacio Morrow, Jackson Briamonte, sophomore class. Also want to thank Justin Pennick, Kevin Connolly of the class of 2016 for helping out to make this award show happen. And, of course, I want to thank you all, viewers, for tuning in to not only this week's episode, but every episode all season long. We want to make sure you continue to spread the word, State of the Marauders podcast, by sharing our social media profile at SOT Marauders to everyone you know, and continue to check them out for all the latest updates, especially as we go into the summer months. We hope to be back sometime in August, but before we leave, Ben, we got a little something to show to the public, right?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the upcoming video for the 2023-2024 school year. Let's take it away.
Floater too strong. Rebound tapped around. The 3 to win the game. No good. And Prep survives. The Marauders have won their first sectional championship since 2014.
unbelievable turnover.
Jude Sargent.
Here's Jude with 9, with 8, with 7. Sargent scores!
In the gun, they'll give it to Giles. Makes the first man miss into the end zone. Touchdown!
I'm ready, Ben. I'm ready for 2023, 2024. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. And as always, let's say it, Ben. Let's go.
Hey everyone, this is Junior Ben Novasil, the president of the State of the Marauders Club, and you are listening to the State of the Marauders podcast, the only podcast that covers St. Peter's Prep's athletics.